Gemini. What up, dope family? Welcome to Swimming Through the Void. This will be a general message today for the sign of Gemini, wherever that resonates at for you in your birth chart. Keep in mind, we all have a third house as part of our birth chart. We all deal with Gemini energy to some degree in our realities. And time and energy are fluid as well. So take what resonates here today. Leave the rest for someone else. And these messages are timeless as well. So whenever you find yourself here, whenever you stumble across this reading, there'll be a message here for you to help bring you clarity and confirmation, to help empower you. And ultimately, these messages are intended to help bring us into alignment with our highest selves, with our highest timelines, with our best lives, and really just to confirm and validate what we already feel and what we already know. So hopefully we're able to do that through this message for you today. Tapping into the collective energy, I used the Moonology deck along with the Shaman's Dream Oracle decks just to help me catch the vibe and kind of see what Spirit's wanting to bring through. Usually I grab like 3 or 4 of each, but today a gang of cards fell out of the Moonology deck for you. And so I was like, all right, I'll still grab a Shaman's Dream, but I'm not going to go crazy. 2 cards came out of the Shaman's Dream. So I like to run through these cards, kind of go through them, show them to you guys. I ask that you also open up to whatever messages may come through for you. If you get any downloads, if you get any visions or insights as these cards are coming through, drop them down in the comments. It's always dope to see what you guys are kind of picking up as these cards come out as well. So yeah, we're going to run through these cards and then we'll kind of break it down and then we'll jump into the tarot. Starting with the Moonology deck, the very first card to come through for you today was the Waning Moon. This card says, what do you need to release? That was followed by the full moon in Aries. Big energy here. This card says a fiery climax approaches. I want to say as well, the collective energy has been really similar in the past few readings, and I feel like it has a lot to do with this eclipse portal that we're in. Mercury and Venus being retrograde, Neptune about to shift into Aries, where it's been in Pisces for some years now. So I feel like we really are in kind of a pivotal time. I feel this is some major astrology, and so I guess it's only right that the collective, is experiencing this together. So we have, what do you need to release? Waning Moon. Full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. Then we got the full moon in Pisces, which says balance spirituality and practicality. That was followed by the full moon in Virgo. You are enough. You are good enough. Pardon. Then we got the North Node. Step out of your comfort zone. We got the new moon, which says a new start is coming. And the last card to come through from this Moonology deck was the full moon in Sag. And this says, look at the bigger picture. The 2 cards that came through in the Shaman's Dream Oracle was this Lay of the Land with ancestral wisdom, and then the Magician's Sword, the confidence in your magic. Now, I do want to say, as soon as this Lay of the Land card came out, I immediately got a download, and you can watch these readings for wherever you have Gemini in your chart, and you'll be able to find a message here. Even if you're just watching this message for your 3rd house, you will get something here. If you were led here, it was not by accident. But I got Gemini rising specifically as this Lay of the Land card came out. Now, I want to say, if you are a Gemini rising, this North Node in Pisces, South Node in Virgo energy is hitting your 4th house and your 10th house. So I feel like, and whether you're a Gemini rising or not, I feel like Geminis are going through kind of a deep karmic, ancestral, generational type of clearing right now. I feel like you're setting yourself free. It's literally this feeling of like liberation. So waning moon, what do you need to release? Full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. There may be, in the midst of these eclipses, a lot of energy building up, and it feels like it's kind of coming to a head here. I really feel like the divine is asking Gemini to kind of like move in a new direction, or to do things differently, or to really just step out of your comfort zone through this portal into this new beginning. And with the full moon in Sag, what I really got was this energy of like, Gemini, zoom out and you'll see that every single thing that has happened, it's all connected and it all has like this divine purpose. Some of you may be experiencing some type of divine intervention right now. And for some of you, you're dealing with some like self-worth stuff when it comes to like making this move, releasing this thing, clearing this energy, or taking this step in this new direction. The divine is really, you are good enough. And the magician sword with confidence in your magic, the divine's like, Gemini, you are a spiritual gangster. You are good enough. Let's go, my babies. We got shit to do. So it feels like the divine is kind of coming in here to help you move forward, just to put it simply. And with the North Node in Pisces and the South Node in Virgo, I think it's going to be important for everybody, regardless of your sign or your placements, to really connect spiritually, to really take a look at your beliefs, right? I think this is going to be a time where old beliefs and beliefs that are no longer serving us are kind of falling away, slipping away. And new beliefs, new connections, new practices are going to be kind of like coming online. Virgo's all about our everyday routines and our work and our habits and all of that. So with it being North Node in Pisces, it's like, how are we incorporating our spirituality, our spiritual practice, our spiritual beliefs in our everyday world? And are our spiritual beliefs and habits and practices helping us? Are they serving us? Are they helping us to become better people, more loving, more compassionate? Are they bringing good health in mind, body, and spirit? And right now is really the time to like overview that and shift things around if we need to. Gemini, I think you're manifesting this. I think you have been manifesting this portal, this new beginning, and I think it's here. And I think the divine's really saying, let's go. Go for it, Gemini. You are good enough. You deserve this. You can do this. Come on. So with that, I hope that makes sense to you, because there is a lot of energy here. Oh, and I do like to take the bottom cards as kind of an underlying energy here. I suppose we already kind of channeled this jeweled web, and this brings the feeling of everything being connected and serving a divine purpose along our paths. But this is also like anything that's grabbing your attention, anything that's making you look twice, anything that's kind of pulling you in right now is very much divine. And we'll find that if we can follow those little sparkles on the web, we will get to where we need to go, and we'll see that spirit has been with us the whole time, right? On the bottom of the Moonology deck, though, we actually have the full moon in Gemini here, and this card says, the answers that you need are coming. So hopefully you'll be able to get some of those here. But I think also just slowing down, getting out in nature, meditating, taking a walk, getting into your spiritual practice, doing your artwork, creating, tapping in with that flow energy right now is going to bring through the clarity and the answers that you are looking for. So with that said, I like to say a quick prayer before we jump into the tarot. So let's do that. I am going to start with this double major today. And as I pick it up, we actually have the Fool on the bottom. So there's our new adventure. There's that portal. There's that brand new beginning. But I'm going to start with this double major and grab like a theme of the message. And then we will grab a couple astrology cards as well. And I can't remember the name of this deck here, but it's the Zodiac Tarot or something like that. But I want to grab a couple of those as well before we jump into the tarot. I set a loose intention to use a Celtic cross type spread for your reading. So we'll be starting off in your energy and kind of building out from there. So let's get it, Gemini. Thank you all for stopping through, for being here in this space with me, for showing love. You are appreciated. Holy Divine Mother and Father, Holy Spirit, Spirit guides, guardian angels, archangels, ancestors, messages for my gems today for their highest good. Anything Gemini needs to hear or know. Any messages that will bring the family clarity and confirmation, healing, wisdom, understanding. Any messages that will empower Gemini and help the collective align with our highest selves, with our highest timelines, with our best lives. And of course, above all, any messages that will help the collective align with the highest divine will for our journeys through this lifetime will be greatly appreciated. All praise and glory forever and ever. Gemini, you're already getting some numbers coming through. Threes, 333, nines, possibly 999. I'm also seeing sevens. A lot of threes, though. Some of you could be seeing fours as well. And I think just really quick, if I was to channel the meaning, if you're seeing those numbers together, this is a divine intervention and shift of your world. Things are coming into balance. Things are coming into harmony for you. Okay, so Spirit, what is the theme of Gemini's message today? Some of you cleansing your space, doing a salt bath, doing a coconut cleanse or an egg cleanse. If you're not sure how to do an egg cleanse, you can check out my egg cleanse video. I'll post it. It'll be up here on the top somewhere if I remember to. If not, I'll make sure to drop it down in the description box of this reading. Some of you need to cleanse your space though. For some of you, sage, palo santo, frankincense, myrrh, whatever you burn or whatever you use to cleanse your space, even breath work and intention, you can cleanse your space. And if you don't have any sage or anything, just sit in the middlemost part of your space or your room and visualize your space in your mind's eye and visualize a tube, a hole, some type of portal dropping down from your space into the center of the earth. And then imagine a beam of white light descending down from the proverbial top of the universe down into your space as well. And the most important part of this is that you actually you make yourself feel the pressure and the suction of the center of the earth, pulling all of the energy out of your space, out of your body, out of your home, out of your car, whatever it may be. And simultaneously, as you breathe in, imagine that white light that has descended from the top of the universe, filling your space, filling your body, filling your aura, and feeling. Family, feeling is the most important part. Make sure you feel it. Make sure you do your absolute best to imagine the feeling of that white light soaking into the cells of your body, surrounding you in the room or in your car or whatever it may be. That's very powerful practice as well. So now, for the theme of your message, we have the Queen of Swords with the Sun wanting to come out though. So what is... Yeah, Gemini, you may be being called to make a decision, to set yourself free, to cut someone off, to speak your mind, to speak your truth in order to get to this quote-unquote sunshine. But we're going to let Spirit throw the cards out. Spirit, what's the theme of Gem's reading today? Yep, we have the Chariot with the Page of Pentacles. And this card flipped over as well. It's the other version, the alternate version of the Page of Pentacles. And the horse is bucking, and the dude seems like he's kind of getting bucked off the horse. So things may seem a bit all over the place, which is definitely not surprising with all of these major transits that we have going on. So making sure you're staying grounded and definitely getting out in nature at this time. Definitely tap in with some breath work, some yoga, working out, taking a jog, taking a run, taking a swim, hitting the sauna, whatever it may be, salt baths. I think that'll be very potent in helping you to ground and cleanse and clear your energy. I also wanted to leave you with 2 dates. March 29th, we have this solar eclipse in the sign of Aries. And the very next day, March 30th, we have the planet Neptune finally moving from the sign of Pisces, where it's been for some years now, into the sign of Aries as well. So it's going to be a really powerful activation for wherever you have Aries in your chart. And I think just overall for all of us, we're really going to start feeling some forward movement, some momentum. Even though we still have Venus and Mercury retrograde, I think these are some very powerful transits, and this eclipse and everything in Aries, I really think it is a very potent time between now and the end of the month. Now I'm looking over and I'm seeing 939. Maybe some of you seeing that. Knight of Pentacles in the Chariot, though, with the Judgment on the bottom of the deck. We have Pluto energy here. This is an awakening. This is ascension. This is a release. I feel, Gemini, that you are being divinely guided toward your victory. I think there's an opportunity right here, right now. And to me, the Knight of Pentacles, he may be the slowest moving knight of the tarot, but it's that energy of slow and steady wins the race. We're making sure our steps are sure, they're solid, they're stable, and we are heading toward something. The Chariot means we are in alignment, mind, body, and spirit, with the divine, moving into alignment with our purpose, with our victory, with what makes us happy. So you may be being called to take some type of action here, though, Gemini, to release, to move, to speak, to take that leap, so you can get to this Chariot energy. And I'm also being shown in the Chariot, we have this lion who's big chillin', right? So although the Chariot is about forward movement and it is about heading toward this victory, the lion is actually not moving right now. So you may be in this energy where it feels like things are maybe on pause. The divine needs you to know, Gemini, that you're very much moving forward. It just feels like things are kind of clicking into place with the train blowing by for confirmation. For some of you, Leo energy is important or prominent or significant here. Maybe some of you have prominent Leo placements in your chart. Maybe some of you are dealing with a Leo in some capacity. Also, the Chariot is the energy of Cancer, right? For my Gemini risings, that's your 2nd house. Also, that 4th and that 10th house activation for Gemini risings is a complete life shift, possibly a career shift, possibly a literal reinvention of yourself, of who you are from the inside out and how you present yourself to the world. So it does feel like there's a deep karmic energetic clearing happening for Gemini right now. So let's grab a couple of these astrology cards and then we'll jump into the tarot. What's going on with Gem, please, Spirit? Thank you. Trine. Spirit saying it's very auspicious energy right now. 11th house, I was just seeing that as well. Collaboration, memberships, network. We have Earth. There's that 10th house we were speaking of for my Gemini risings. 10th house has to do with our career, with our public life, with our reputation, with kind of like how the world sees us, those outside of our close relationships and partnerships. action, momentum, dedication. For those of you that are waiting to take a leap, to do something, to say something, it feels like extremely auspicious time to do that now. Some of you are like starting a new job or starting a project. Some of you are like starting a group or a career, maybe even something like a meditation group or some type of group that gets together. You're putting together a collective for some of you. I think taking grounded action right now, though, seems to be the message. So let's jump into the tarot and see what this is all about. What is Gemini's energy right now, please, Spirit? Cards flipping and flopping all around for you today, Gemini. Spirit, what's Gem's energy? What's Gemini's energy? Yeah, some of y'all are building something. Damn, 8. Some of y'all may be seeing 888 as well. We have the Ten of Swords, y'all. The Ten of Swords, the 8 of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles with the Hermit, and the Knight of Wands. So what I see here is I see rough endings, possibly betrayals, losses. I see Gemini in the midst of this major release. For some of you, you've already ended a relationship or you ended a situation and you're working through the energetic, emotional stuff right now. For others, though, you're in some type of situation, whether it is a job, a career, a relationship, or some type of family situation, and you are being guided. And like I always say, take it if it resonates. For those of you that this is true, you already know it. You're like, man, I've been being guided to take this action, to move in this direction. 8 of Cups and the 10 of Swords is saying that there has been a rough ending. There's a lot of hurt here that we're working through, and we're having to leave something behind that maybe we've invested a lot in. With the 8 of Pentacles and the Hermit, this is that energy of pulling off into your own energy and mastering your craft, continuing to build brick by brick, Gemini, whatever it is that you and the divine are co-creating together. With the Knight of Wands, there is our action. This is passionately going for it. This can be pretty chaotic energy, but ultimately it is being guided by spirit, right? It's fire energy, it's your spirit, it's your passions, it's your desires, it's your drive. Kind of a side note, a little bit of a random message, but some of you are actually becoming like spiritual teachers here. For some of you, it may be like a literal teacher where you're teaching through words, but some of you are like teaching yoga, or you're teaching some type of spiritual techniques, things of that nature here. Because of everything that you've been through, you're kind of taking all of that wisdom, all of those experiences, and you're helping others. You're shining your light. With the Hermit, number 9, major arcana, as we are in 2025 when I'm recording this, which is a 9 year. This year carries the vibration of a 9, and it's all about endings. It's all about wrapping things up. It's all about wisdom. It's all about integrated wisdom and new chapters. Okay, so what is the energy that is crossing Gemini right now as they move in this new direction? There's some stress, some anxiety, possibly some sleepless nights, some fear, maybe around taking this action. What's crossing Gemini, please, Spirit? Thank you. Damn, Gem, y'all got the 10 of Wands, carrying all of this energetic weight here. Carrying all of this energetic weight. And I've been saying it like this. The 10 of Wands is Spirit's way of saying that cycle is over. All of these wands that the person in the card is carrying is their harvest. Everything they planted in these past cycles has come to full fruition, and we've harvested, we've cut everything down, and we're carrying it with us. You got the Ace of Pentacles with it. So this is the energy of taking this harvest back to a spot, a quiet spot, laying everything down and out in front of us so we can see it, taking a step back and deciding what we're going to do with this harvest. I'm obviously speaking metaphorically, but now would be a good time to definitely do some hermiting where you're able to reflect on everything you've been through, your quote unquote trip up the mountain to get to the top of the mountain. And then we decide what we're doing. What is coming with us, what is not. Oh, this part of the harvest needs to go here. This part needs to go here. This part will be for feeding the family. This part's going to feed the community. This part's going to feed the animals. This part is trash. We'll use it for fertilizer, and we'll get rid of all of this here. So I think there's a call for release for some of my Geminis. And when I say release, I mean like an emotional release. I think it'd be a perfect time to do something like a burning bowl, your cord cuttings, your releasing meditations, and whatever you do to go through the process of letting go. Because the divine is saying, Gemini, you are rising into a completely new dimension, a new world, and not everything can come with you into this new world. Ace of Pentacles is the divine handing us this very tangible opportunity to create, to move on, to move forward, to build. Now you did have the Eight of Pentacles as well, right? So what you have been working on something, you have been working towards something, right? Even if it's just you learning and gaining this wisdom as you're navigating these trials and tribulations. This Ace of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles is the Nine of Pentacles together. And for those of you that have been with me for a minute, y'all already know I call the Nine of Pentacles the Garden of Eden. It is truly when you start seeing your hard work paying off. It's when the blessings start coming in because of your perseverance, because you did the work, because you poured into yourself, because of your patience, right? Now you can reap the rewards of that. So the crossing energies being the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, it is, the divine is saying, the hindering energy is all of this weight that we're carrying. How can we lighten our loads? How can we get rid of some of it? And the helping energy is, here is the hand of the divine reaching into our reality with this new opportunity. Take it. I want one more card for the crossing energies, please, Spirit. Six of Pentacles with the Four of Cups in reverse. Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck, upright. So it's not going to be beneficial to continue pouring into these past situations, to continue pouring our time, energy, and resources into these things that didn't work out, these things that didn't quite go our way, these doors that are closing, so to speak. And it definitely is not going to benefit us sitting in fear and thinking about the worst case scenarios and being in our head and in our emotions about every single little possible thing that could happen, that could go wrong or right. Now is a time of action. Gemini, even if that action is just conscious and internal, like, okay, I'm deciding that I'm moving forward. I'm deciding that I'm no longer giving this situation, this person, this relationship, this habit, my energy and attention. I think that's always the first step. And right under that, we have the Eight of Wands, so we can move forward. I'm also seeing this Eight of Wands, Gemini, being the divine communicating with you. So you've been seeing the signs and synchronicities. Drop it down in the comments below. What numbers have you been seeing? What signs have you been seeing? What synchronicities? What animals have been crossing your path? And drop it down in the comments if you've had any kind of crazy spiritual happenings happening to you lately? Any crazy signs, anything kind of out of the ordinary? How has Spirit been talking to you, Gemini? Now, where is this energy stemming from for Gemini, please, Spirit? Temperance. Four of Cups did end up coming out with the Five of Swords and the Two of Swords. So the 5 and the 2 together, we know there's the 7 of Swords. Gemini, you've been betrayed. You've been lied to. You've been in toxic situations and toxic relationships. Sometimes even we are the toxic person. What this is saying here is that you have been able to work with those situations and with those energies and temperance. You're becoming the master alchemist. You have learned and are learning, Gemini, to turn all of that leaden in your life into this spiritual gold. And I think now there's really limitless possibilities on what you can do moving forward from here. I think it's really just a matter of setting yourself free and going for it, knowing your self-worth, knowing that you are worth the world. Right? You're worth better than this. You're worth better than these betrayals. You're worth more than these betrayals. You're worth more than these people who breadcrumb you, who lie to you. And the divine is also asking Gemini right now not to be looking at the past with rose-colored glasses, to very much see things as they are and move accordingly, right? So I think everything that's happened has almost, for some of you Geminis, you feel like you've literally been backed into a corner and you have no choice but to move this way or that way. For others, I feel like this was very internal and you've been working hard at clearing these internal blockages, things like self-worth, things like these toxic relationship dynamics that we saw our parents go through and our grandparents and our societies and our communities. So the blocks are being cleared. The blocks are being removed. You are filling that space with divine light and you're ready to make magic with it, Gemini. Temperance is also a message of patience, right? Healing. Archangel Gabriel coming through. And I think she's really helping to heal and to guide you at this time. Maybe some of you have been seeing Archangel Gabriel or getting messages from your angels. Pay attention. Pay attention. Archangel of the element of water, of healing. Maybe some of you have been connecting with the element of water. Maybe for some of you, connecting with the element of water can be extremely healing for you at this time, even if it's just going to sit down by the lake or whatever. All right, what's incoming for my gems? As I say that, I look down to where I'm about to pull these cards, and I said, what's incoming for Gemini? And Spirit's like, duh. All right, we already told you. So the answers that you need are coming. Wow, and right under that, we have the new moon in Gemini as well. So double Gemini energy here. To me, that's just confirmation. This card says communication is key. So Gemini, the divine is saying, ask and you shall receive. Open up that line of communication between you, your angels, your guides, your ancestors, God, the divine, Christ, whatever it may be, right? To each their own. Open up that line, ask and you shall receive. If you're looking for answers, ask that question, and then go take a stroll outside, find some quiet, and be in the present moment, and best believe you will get your answer in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I think that's the beauty of it. I think Spirit speaks to us all in different ways, and it's always cool to connect and kind of see how that plays out for different people, right? Okay, so what's incoming for Gemini, please, Spirit? Wow. Wow, you guys remember? Here, just let me show you. Boom. But check it out. That was on the bottom when we pulled the theme cards, which was Chariot, Knight of Pence, Judgment, right? Release. All of these people are literally rising from the dead. That angel is blowing that trumpet and they are awakening. Now think about it. They were in a grave. They were dead. They were done. They were in something that was finished. And now they are arising to a new level of consciousness, to a different dimension, to a new world, to move forward and explore that new world. It's Pluto energy that rules over the Judgment card, which is deep transformation. And that's exactly what you have on the bottom of the deck here as well in this tarot deck, which is called the Mind's Eye Tarot. And the incoming energy is exactly what we just said. 4 of Swords, 8 of Wands. The answers you need are coming. The divine is like, slow down. There is no rush. Spend some you time. These swords here, I was just explaining this the other day. These swords are mental energy. These are downloads. Coming in hot, Gemini. There you are. Still enough, quiet enough to anchor those downloads down into the 3D. Just like I felt when the 8 of Wands came out right at the beginning, the divine is definitely communicating with you at this time, and it is all about your forward movement. What came through with it was the King of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. So the answers that you need are coming. You are being called and guided to rest, be still and know, but there's some type of action that I think you're being called to take that is going to lead to this abundance, to this happiness, to this stability. When the 10 of Pence comes out in a reading, to me, that's the energy of our legacy. It's like ultimately we all came here to have this experience and to create something, to build something. And in today's day, you know, we have to have some type of income in order to pay our bills, and we have to have shelter, a roof over our heads, and all of those things. To me, the 10 of Pentacles is the end game, right? It's like the house with the car, the job, the career, the income, all of the things. So you are being called to take bold action and go for it. For some of you, you're definitely building. You're starting a business. Second day in a row, too. My cat Mercury learned how to open the doors, and he's coming to confirm. And Mercury's retrograde right now, so he's coming to confirm. We love you, Merc. To be still and know, to connect with spirit right now, to make sure you're taking care of yourself and getting enough rest, enough sleep, because the conversation, the messages, the communication is coming through for you. And when it's time, you're going to know. Take action, start that business, start that project, put that thing in motion, have that conversation, take that leap, because it is going to pay off in a big way. Now, I would let Mercury up in here, but he will literally just jump right onto the table and have his butt all in our faces, and then probably fall asleep on the reading, so. But I'm sure he's sending his love to the Geminis. You know, Mercury being the ruler of Gemini and Virgo. I always think it's special when he comes through in the readings, and I always feel like it carries some type of significance. 4 of Swords, 8 of Wands, 10 of Pence, King of Wands. Let's go. Some of you may even be coming into contact with this King of Wands energy that is going to help you build this, whatever it is you're building. And for some of you, it's like a relationship, a home, a family, a marriage, or something like that. I know it manifests and resonates differently for everyone, but again, this 10 of Pence, it's endgame. It's endgame shit, y'all. All right, so what is the advice here for Gemini? please, Spirit? What's Gem's advice? Ooh, interesting. These are all flipping but not wanting to come out. 777. Okay. It's going to resonate differently for everyone. For some of you, there is an old relationship that you're holding on to. Even if the person's long gone in the physical, you're holding on to it internally. And you're being called and guided to release, to set yourself free, to move forward. For some of you, there's something like an addiction or even a thought pattern or a habit, self-limiting beliefs, self-worth stuff that you're working through that is stopping you from going for your dreams, your goals, that is stopping you from taking action toward all of this abundance and this stability, this beauty. So what is the advice here, though? I think it's continue building and know, 6 of Wands, that you have this victory here. Gemini, this is the divine's way of saying, shine your light. Your win is already here. You need to put yourself out there. You need to shine your light. You need to tell your story. You need to let people see how you triumphed over everything you've been through, because maybe it's going to help somebody else. For some of you, this is stuff that you went through as a child. For others, this may even be past life or generational ancestral stuff that you're working through, even if it's just like internal thought patterns, poverty mindsets, things like I said, like addiction, toxic relationships, narcissistic relationship dynamics. You know, take it how it works for you. The divine is saying we can't let the past hold us back anymore. Hanged man under that. We need to realize that every single thing we've been through and experienced has brought us right here to this space. That you are becoming enlightened and illuminated with this deep soul level wisdom. And it's time to light up the world with that, Gemini. It's time to let your light shine. No more. Whoever told you that you're not good enough, whoever told you that you couldn't make it, whoever told you that you're not going to be able to do this, that, and the third, these people are projecting, Gemini. You need to know that you are a divine spark of source, divinity, creation itself. Wearing this suit in order to have this experience, in order to overcome these obstacles, in order to dance this beautiful, ugly sometimes, chaotic, amazing dance. Whatever's in your heart, you all know what it is. Whatever's in your heart, that spark, that desire, it's time that we go for it, Gem. And 6 of Pentacles, 3 of Swords. It's time we stop giving that pain all of our energy. It's time we stop giving those toxic people all of our energy. It's time we stop giving those negative voices in our head all of our energy. The buck stops here, Gemini, and it's time, my babies. It's time we take that light and we shine it. It's time you free yourself. It's time you liberate yourself. It's time you take your power back and make the decisions you're being called to make, Gemini, trusting that the divine is with you and has your back through this. Take that leap. Get out of that comfort zone. Gemini, let's go. Let's grab some oracle cards, but very clear message here. And for whoever does take that leap, say that thing, take action, move in that direction, lightens their load and goes for it, you're going to be rewarded in a big way. 10 of Pentacles is like generational wealth. It's like what you're creating and what you're doing is going to ring out and it's going to live on. What's the message, please, Spirit, for Jen? I'm going to grab one of these threads of fate. We're going to grab a message from your mind. We're going to grab a message from the cosmos. Bottom of the deck here, we have reflect. That's kind of like our, right under it, withdrawal. Some of you may even be seeing foxes, swans, doves. But that's that Four of Swords to me, reflect and withdraw. But what actually came out was ask body. Ask your body. Listen to your body. Our body is always, that's our compass, man. You ask your body about someone or something, that feeling that you get, your body can't lie to you. Your body speaks in energy, Gemini. But on the other side of that token, sometimes that fear and that solar plexus getting lit up when we think about speaking in front of people or putting our story out there, that is different. That's our true north. And to be able to face those fears and overcome that is part of why we came here. Can I please have a message from Gemini's mind, spirit? Thank you. Patience. Step back, detach. Patience. You're being asked to practice patience right now. It's not easy to do this, but you are strong, and there's a reason why things are not aligning in the way that you want them to in this moment. Have patience. All will eventually work out. You're being asked to take a step back from your life in order to gain perspective, which is exactly what I felt with that Ten of Wands. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so that you can get the perspective needed. And you got detach as well. You're being asked to detach from something that you've been holding on to. When we hold on too tightly to the desired outcome, it restricts the flow. Trust that the outcome will work out and let go of your attachment to it. Message from the cosmos for my gems, please, Spirit. Self-love. Yo. Be authentic. Anything else is just exhausting. Wow, you guys, check it out. Listen to your body. This was on the bottom. Listen to your body and do what it is asking. This card says give yourself some credit for doing a good job at this whole life thing. And when you find something exciting, when you find something that excites you, go all in and enjoy the ride. Now for the last message, we're going to grab... Oh, you had play, didn't you? You literally got play in this deck as well. Make time to play, be fun, or have fun, be free. We're going to grab a message from the Divine Mother, though, really quick before we tap out. And I just want to thank you all again, Gemini, if you're still here. Thanks for rocking with me. Make sure you slap the thumbs up and do all of those YouTube things that we have to ask, right? It really, truly helps this channel. It helps these videos hit the algorithm, which helps me in a big way, right? It makes it so I can continue to do these videos for free. So, and if you're not subscribed, make sure you click that subscribe button. Make sure you click on that little bell icon so you get notified when new videos drop. I also want to say welcome to all of the new members of the channel. I haven't even announced memberships yet. Kind of waiting to move through these retrogrades, but for those of you that caught that those are open and have already joined, what up, though? Thank you so much and welcome to the family. I truly appreciate your support from the bottom of my heart. Divine Mother, what's the message for Gem? When a situation becomes unnecessarily complicated or confusing to your heart, Kali Mahamaya arises spontaneously as a protective bearer of universal truth. Ultimately, her revelations shall lead you beyond that which is deceptive or not right for you. This you are promised. She protects you from that which is unworthy of your heart and seeks to constrain your spirit. One more message for Gemini, please, Ma. Thank you. There it goes. There's that Four of Swords again. And the Hermit, Nitya Kali. Through journeying within, you'll gain insight, energy, and freedom from the constraints of what has been. Allow that which needs to end to do so. You shall realize that you're not being denied, but released. There is something new on the horizon for you. So honor your losses, but keep hope in your heart for what is meant to be. And maybe for some of you, finding the Shri, S-R-I, the Shri Yantra. Google it, type it in, pull it up, make it your phone background, print it out, hang it up on your wall, put it on your vision board. That's not a message for everyone, but for those of you that feel guided to do that, definitely meditate on that yantra. It's magical. With that, that is what we have, Gemini. I hope you're able to take something from this message. I hope, if anything, at the very least, it was entertaining. I want to thank you all again so much from the bottom of my heart for being here in this space with me. Thank you for your patience, as well as I myself am in the midst of this transition, rolling with the punches right with y'all. So I love y'all so much. I appreciate y'all, and I hope to see you beautiful beings on the next reading.